Hey everyone, this is Lost Connection Tarot, and my name is Benjamin Snavely. This is a daily meditative tarot reading for September 3rd, 2020. It's for anybody that simply hears the message today. In front of me is the Thoth deck. It's the first tarot deck I ever bought. I love it. I have already spoke my intentions to the cards. I just need to cut them and then place them, and then we can have our reading for today, September 3rd, 2020. Thank you for anybody that is listening today. I hope you are all doing well. Okay, so here are 5 cards. The first card right here, we have the universe. It's kind of hard with the glare, but it's the universe and it's reversed. Here it's what is a falsehood that my true intellect wants me to let go of. It's the idea that you can't have it all. It's the idea that what you're striving for or working for cannot be obtained. That's silly and foolhardy. You have the ability to have the universe at your hands. You have the ability to understand the cosmos and to know the true workings of yourself as well as the world at large. You simply need to let go of any falsehood that you're not good enough, or that you're not strong enough, or that you are not smart enough, that you can't do it, you can't go on. No, you have all of the tools and resources within yourself. You have everything that you possibly could ever need. I mean, you were born with it all, and you continue to have it all from day to day. So please just throw that out of your mind, the idea that you still need to do this before you can achieve that. That I need to, only earn this much more before I can be happy, or that I need to go to this much schooling to find a job to be successful at. If that's the way you want to go, that's the way you want to go. But the biggest thing that you need to recognize right now, so your head can stop running in a million directions, is that if you want something, all you have to do is put focused action to it. Make sure that your heart is in alignment with what you're doing, and that it's good for you and the community, and then it's yours through focused action and hard work. But yes, please, you can have the universe, but all of the answers and everything is within yourself. You've always had the universe at your fingertips. It's always been inside of you. It's just time that you remember that. So, just throw that idea that you don't have it or you're not good enough, because that's obviously not true. So the second card here, this is what do I need to do to be productive today in my physical endeavors? How do I stay grounded? Here in the Thoth deck, they say princes and then they say knights. But they never say kings. So the prince is actually the king. So this is actually the King of Wands. And at the King of Wands, especially when you're being grounded, whatever you're doing right now, you're doing it with creative energy. You're doing it with passion. You're doing it with fervor. I mean, what you're doing is the right thing, and you sit boldly and strongly on your throne, and look out, and yeah, you may not have your kingdom yet, but you're definitely going in the right direction. And so continue on that path of just recognizing that you are creative, and you're going in that right direction. You already have mastered your spirit, and you sit with that flame, controlling it instead of letting it burn you brightly. You know how to wield it and when to wield it. You have this quiet strength about you. You don't have to burst in anger or anything like that. You don't need to show your power, because you have that quiet strength, and people see it through your actions. People see it through your emotions. You're controlled, you're calm, you go where your spirit takes you. So simply to be grounded today in your physical endeavors, whatever that is, whether it be working out, whether it be making your own business, going to school, whatever it is, recognize that you're doing something that motivates your spirit and calls from within. And because you are being directed by the purest of energies, which is your own internal self, you are moving in the right direction and doing the right things. So just keep on keeping on is what it's saying today. You're the king of your own fire, and you wield it properly, and your entire kingdom benefits from your spirit. So just keep on keeping on. Here with the Knight of Cups reversed, here this is all about harmonizing our emotions. So it's, what message do I need to hear to harmonize my emotions? Well, knights in all tarot decks are what people would call like the teenager, the person that thinks they know it all, the person that says, oh, I have this solution, and then they go to the extreme and say, hey, I have this answer. And at times they may fall over, they may be impetuous, they may make mistakes, but we love them because they're pure of heart. We love them because they have great intentions. And so here is this young man who is wielding this crab, this essence, this truth, like, here is my heart. I just want to run out and give it to, the person that has claimed my love. That's what cups are. It's all about our emotion. It's all about connection. It's all about the subconscious reality within ourselves. And at the Knight of Cups, you're going in too many directions, okay, with your emotions, and you're going from one extreme to the next. And also, when we're talking about extremes, we may also be in a drought. We may have no emotion, okay, at a time. We may have just simply go cold and frozen and just not give anything. So today, to harmonize ourselves and our emotions within ourselves, we need to find balance with our emotions. We need to recognize where we put our emotions and where we put that energy. If something calls your emotions out, check yourself. Sit quietly with yourself and say, do I want to get emotional over this thing? Is it worth my time and my energy? So today, focus on recognizing when emotions are stirring within you, and ask yourself, why are these emotions stirring within me, and how can I quiet or quell these emotions and bring them under my control, instead of the opposite, where they are controlling us. And that's what the Knight is showing, is he doesn't know how to yet wield his emotions, and that's why he goes off on these adventures, wanting to just simply shower his love wherever someone will have him, because he's searching for that connection. He's searching for that truth. And that truth is within yourself. It's so cliche. I'm going to say it every single day on these daily meditative tarots. But, give yourself that love first. Stop giving it out into the outside world. Stop showering your love to all these people who don't want it, or who don't appreciate it. Stop going in all these directions. Give it to yourself. You're worth that love. Give it to you. So, to harmonize your emotions today, you simply need to stop with all the motion, and you need to start giving yourself all of that attention, love, and care that you have been dotting on so many other people in your life. So today, treat yourself. Okay? All right, moving on. Finally, based on the 4 elements within ourselves, we have the 6 of Swords. Okay, here you see a cross. At the bottom it says science. It's coming to an agreement. It's coming to an understanding. It's coming to a truth. It's coming to a realization of Christ-like consciousness, where you have peeled away your intellect to such a degree that you have stripped away these false ideals, and now you are at the truth, right? You have gone through trial and error. You have experimented. You have made hypotheses. You've been wrong. You went back. You tinkered with the results, or you tinkled. I hope you did not do that, or you did it in the most appropriate spot possible. Anyways, you tinkered with and made adjustments to counter your approach, and you went through all of these logical, analytical manifestations within yourself to come to a conclusion. And now this card, where it stands, this is what your spirit wants or urges you to face courageously today. And here at the 6 of Swords is, you went through this struggle recently, not too long ago, and that was the 5. And you were battling the ego, you were battling yourself, you were battling your wants and your desires and what was good for you and whatnot. And now you are arrived at the 6. And in modern, or in other tarot decks, like classic tarot decks, they show a person going across a river, hooded. You can't really see their face. They're leaving destruction behind, and they're going forth across this river, right? Across this this new emotional this thing that they care about, and they're going to this new land, this new area, and they're taking their knowledge with them, and they're actually pulling those swords out of the water. So these subconscious thoughts are now seen, and they are now conscious, and they are now part of your conscious daily life. They're no longer just these phantom energies hidden within you. But here we see that the 6 of Swords is reversed. So today, I think our spirit is saying, you know the truth, and you need to move on, and you need to move away from the wreckage, and you need to take this truth with you into this new paradigm, this new eon, this new life that you want for yourself. But right now you're still holding on to these old ideas that no longer serve you. You already know that these ideas are false. You've already gone through the tabulations and the calculations, and you've already come to a consensus, and you know that these ideas no longer serve you, but they're still bubbling up. You haven't necessarily crossed the river. You're kind of stuck on the river, stuck in this emotional subconscious state where you need to move on in your head, and move with that knowledge that you have already found within yourself and gained, and you need to put that knowledge into action. Okay? So your spirit urges you to courageously face, okay, yourself today, and the truth of what you already know, that you've already been working towards, but for some reason you still have self-doubt. You still think about the past, and maybe how like it wasn't so bad, or you're trying to understand it, or you're trying to see your part in it, and so on and so forth, instead of just simply focusing your energy onto your future and where you want to go and what you want to do and what that looks like. Okay? The past is the past. It's over and done with it. I'm not saying don't ruminate. You need to understand it. You need to learn from your mistakes. But now it's time to build that future. And you already have that truth. You already have come to a conclusion. And you need to take that journey across. Okay? Your spirit wants and urges you to make that decision, just to say, yes, I'm doing this, and that's it. It's final. I've done this for so long in my head. It's time. Okay, so that's where you need to be, and it goes along with the theme of the day. Okay, the theme of the day is the Eight of Swords, but in reverse. So here it says interference. I know it's kind of blurry, but the Eight of Swords, specifically in the Thoth deck, says interference. Now, I mean, I love this card so much that I actually have a tattoo of it from a different deck. And the Eight of Swords is basically, you have come to this understanding, you have come to this truth, and you have recognized your own individuality, you have recognized who you are and what you stand for, and what your, not necessarily what your purpose is, but where you want to put your purpose. Okay, and you have all of this intellectual capacity that you have gone over. All right, and now you kind of have been trapped. They show a woman who's blindfolded, and she has these 8 swords that have trapped her. But the thing is that it's self-containment. It's almost also like a cocoon. It's like we kind of say, whoa, I'm too unique for the world, and I don't know how the world's going to accept me. I don't really want to be judged. I don't really want to have this criticism after me, especially I see it with myself in Facebook, where, I may see something that I disagree with, and I just move along. I don't stand up to my truth and say what I need to say, because how many battles do I need to face, right? Well, at the Eight of Swords, because of these external judgments, because of these external criticisms, we hide away. We literally cocoon ourselves away from the danger, and away from the thoughts, and away from all of the negativity, okay, and the self-doubt and the criticism, and we create our little abode in our house, and everything's great in that little cocoon. And today's theme on September 3rd is the release of it, is the idea that you have brooded long enough, you have gestated long enough in your own cocoon, that it's time for you to re-enter society as your true self, from all of the knowledge that you have gained from being solitary or holding yourself up away from society, understanding who you are and recognizing your own individuality and what drives you and what purpose you want to have in the world, right? Today is the day. September 3rd, 2020 is the day that you no longer hide the realizations and the epiphanies that you have had in seclusion. It is time to step forth and step boldly, and by doing that, you actually you stop all of those judgments, because they're all in our head anyways. And yes, obviously someone's going to say BS to us here and there, and not everybody's going to agree to us, but that doesn't matter anymore, because what you have is you have gained confidence and strength because you're walking your own path, and with that you find bliss. And now it doesn't matter what anybody says, and now those fears are silly and not even important anymore, because you're walking with your own convictions, because you have seen your own light, and you have thought long enough about it. You have held yourself up into your own little fort, so to speak, and you have bound yourself here. And today is the day to simply get out of your chrysalis and to fly away like a butterfly. So be yourself, be true to yourself, celebrate who you are, let other people in your community celebrate who you are. I promise you, there are people out there that will celebrate you and love the person that you claim to be today on September 3rd. Do not let the naysayers hold back your brilliance and your glory. Illuminate from within and walk strongly in knowing that this is you. And that is today's tarot. Let's do the numbers. Let's see, the universe, that's 21. All court cards are 1. So you got 21 here, and you got 8, 21, and 8 is 29. 29 and 6 is 35. 35 plus a court card, 36. 36 plus a court card is 37. 3 and 7 is 10. 10 reduces to 1. And 1 is the start of a new beginning. 1 is the start. And it was also 10. So, I mean, you have gone through the portal. You are now at a new stage of existence. You are at a new level. I mean, you have literally just earned an ability point. Use that shit. Okay? Go be yourself. It is a new beginning today on September 3rd. So yeah, everybody, this is Lost Connection Tarot. My name is Benjamin Snavely. I hope you have a great day. Be true to yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye.